I actually think that we're trending toward secession.
Right-wing radio personality Rush Limbaugh stoked the flames of civil war on his program, The Rush Limbaugh Show, yesterday, which caused hashtag Civil War to trend on Twitter, along with Rush Limbaugh himself, because he says in the clips that I'm going to show you in a second, quote, "There cannot be peaceful coexistence," and he's referencing liberals and conservatives, or the left and the right, et cetera, et cetera. And then he also says, "I actually think we're trending towards secession." So this set off a firestorm. So take a look at this first clip, and I will be right back.
I thought you were asking me something else when you said, "Well, can we win?" I meant, I thought you meant, can we win the culture? Can we dominate the culture? I actually think, and I've referenced this, I've alluded to this a couple of times because I've seen others allude to this. I actually think that we're trending toward secession. I see more and more people asking, what in the world do we have in common with the people who live in, say, New York? What is there?
So you heard it from his own mouth. Quote, "I actually think we're trending towards secession." Okay, and the only people who apparently believe this are people on the right. It's not just Rush Limbaugh. There are quite a few people who are echoing similar statements as well, but they're all on the right, and they're only saying this because they lost the election. But then he says, what do we have in common with people who live in New York, for instance? Well, let's be clear. Working class conservatives have more in common with working class, quote, liberals, as they like to say, or on the right, as they like to say, than they do with the Rushes and the Fox News hosts of America, who are multimillionaires and some of the highest paid grifters in this country. But take a look at this final clip, and I will be back with my thoughts.
I see a lot of bloggers, I can't think of names right now, a lot of bloggers have written extensively about how distant and separated and how much more separated our culture is becoming politically, and that it can't go on this way. There cannot be a peaceful coexistence of two completely different theories of life, theories of government, theories of how we manage our affairs. We can't be in this dire a conflict without something giving somewhere along the way. And so I know that there is a sizable and growing sentiment for people who believe that that is where we're headed, whether we want to or not.
So once again, you heard it. There cannot be a peaceful coexistence. And you could tell he was trying to watch his words. A lot of the articles, like from Media Matters, for instance, and Crooks and Liars, where I've seen this posted, they come out and say liberals and conservatives because that's implied. And I would say even the left versus the right, whatever you want to call it, you know, the fact that he believes that there can't be a peaceful coexistence is ludicrous. There can't be a peaceful coexistence. You know how you have a peaceful coexistence? Admit when you lose. That's it. That's how you coexist. What it is they don't want to live in a country where they cannot dominate the culture anymore. You know, so they've lost the culture war in many ways. And so now they're looking at a future where they might not have any more or as much political power. Right. So that's what this is about. This is a group of people who are prepared to destroy democracy, as I've said in numerous videos, and they continue to prove me right day after day after day, to get their way. Because as a society, America has coddled these people for far too long, and we now see the deadly ramifications of this. However, my name is Brian Lewis. Thank you for watching, and be on the lookout for my next video.